All right, Sister Rahma, the floor is yours.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Ramadan Challenge Day 21. I know everybody's very excited to see who won the 5 points from yesterday and excited to see all your points. And so without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and everybody can see their points. Okay. So here are your points from yesterday's challenge. Majority of you guys have been getting 10s, which is very, very good. And majority of the same people has been participating in the Cahoots and in the Night of Power, which is tonight, I believe. Yesterday, the 5 bonus points went to the Adewumi family, GFW, and Orma Champs as well. And right off the bat, from between between the Abidogans, Orma Champs, and GFW, and even like Bidmis and Sharfu Fight, anybody can still win because the Night of Power challenge gives you a lot of extra points. So don't let up yet. Anybody can still win. It's still anybody's game. And yeah, so good luck to everybody, to every family that's participating. So for today's challenge, before I show today's challenge, I just want to say that I recommend that you take a screenshot or write it down because it's a lot of parts. And
I do think, Sister Rahma, I think there's some calculation error, but we'll kind of look at that later on.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, so before I show you today's challenge, I just want to recommend that you take out a screenshot or write it down because it's a lot of parts and I wouldn't want anybody to miss any parts and then not be able to get the 5 points, okay? So the challenge for today is mention the 4 rules of Nun Sakin and Tanween, describe them, mention their letters, and give an example of each from the Quran. Again, the challenge is to mention the 4 rules of Nun Sakin and Tanween, describe them, mention their letters, and give an example of each from the Quran. Okay? So that's the challenge for today. As always, the first 3 families to submit their challenge to me will receive 5 bonus points. But in order to receive the 5 bonus points, all questions must be answered, and your video must be a minimum of 3 minutes, and a minimum of 3 people of your family should be in the video or involved in the making of the video. But yeah, pretty straightforward. That's the challenge for today. If anybody has any questions.
Sister Rahma, you just went all technical on them, man. I wish them all the luck. I wish them all the best. Man,
but they've been very, very competitive, and I know they'll be able to do it.
This is probably very challenging. This is probably the most challenging ever.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
And also, if you see any problems with your points, just like Brother Shakir just said, make sure to let me know because sometimes I do make mistakes.
Yeah, can you project the points again?
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a mistake here. But don't worry, no worries. I'll just do a recalculation and I'll just put it back in. But I know for sure there's a calculation.
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Rama.
Yes, I'm
Just a question here. Have you added the Night of Power challenge as well, or not yet? The previous 2 sessions.
From last week?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you look at on this column right here, the numbers that are in green, it's not really clear, but the numbers that are in green here are Night of Power challenges.
All right. Okay, just want to make sure. Thank you.
Brother Shakir,
Now,
are you still need the points sheet up?
no. Just go ahead and make the uh, correction that you need to make.
Okay, I see, I see. Okay, so somebody said some of us only have 2 people in the family. Okay, so in the beginning of the challenge, when I was given the instructions on how to create a family, it was really stressed that the family has to be 3 or more people. And if you don't have 3 or more people in your immediate family, you can always add a friend from a different family to your family. Your family doesn't need to be all related as long as it's 3 or more. Um, Somebody said, is the compared?
All right.
Somebody said our night of power challenges were not added. Don't worry, I'll look it up. I'll look into it and I'll see.
Sister Rahman, salam alaikum.
Like I'm saying.
Yeah, just, I wanted you to clarify that if they don't have anybody to join their family, so they can still submit. However, they are going to lose like 1 point, right?
Yes. So if you can only have 2 people, I will take away 1 point.
And we still encourage them to participate,
Yeah.
regardless of even if they can't find the third person, because the participation is the joy.
Yes, it is. And a lot of families have only like if it only have 1 person or 2 people, they still submitted it, and they have been like catching up right side by side with those who do have all 3. So you can still submit. Any other questions? If there's any other questions, you can raise your hand. If you have any questions about Night of Power, you can also ask, and then we'll answer that for you.
Okay. Dr. Elias, do you have any information for us?
Yes. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So inshallah tonight we'll have the last session for the Night of Power Challenge. As I mentioned yesterday, I think I want the participant to be prepared for this. Inshallah, it's going to be fun, interesting, but also very challenging, indeed. So we plan to have a little bit of different activity tonight, inshallah. You know, instead of the normal quiz type question, this is more engaging, inshallah. So one request, please, to all participants is try to make sure you at least somebody from the group, from the family, have access to at least a mouse or a stylus pen. If you're working on a tablet or iPhone, it just makes it a lot easier. So again, try to have somebody within the team that is going to be on a laptop or a computer with a mouse, because you may have to annotate. So it's way easier, you know, using a stylus pen or even a mouse. A mouse is good. I tried myself. Mouse is good. You can still do it with your hands. It's just that may look a little bit, you know, different. So, and I hope that will not, you know, result in a kind of lost points, because if it's not played. Just to give you a tip, what we'll be doing, inshallah, tonight is that we will be projecting on screen some words from the glorious Quran, and these words will come up with no tashkil, no vowel on them. We know vowels. Actually, the challenge for today is very relevant. When I saw Sister Sama talking about Nunu Sakin and all that, this is good. So we'll be putting tashkil, Fatih, you know, Kesra, and you know, all this, the Sukun and Shadda and all that. And you know, so that's why I want people to have, you know, mouse or stylus pen, inshallah. The goal tonight is to, you know, to have a little bit of discrimination in terms of the points. So therefore, depending on the number of people that shows up, we may have, you know, 3, 4 rounds until we see that, you know, people are tired of it anyway, inshallah. But other than that, inshallah, we expect it to be lots of fun, and we see you inshallah at 11 p.m. tonight, inshallah.
So in short, that's how I'm on too.
Then so be ready for that, inshallah.
All right, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh.
I will try to make sure that we take,
Think about Sharaf ready ni. Oh, ni ready. Aisha no gbójúlé.
Dada only Jausa liar. Alhamdulillah.
There's a question.
One period time, Lord, you.
Time is 11 p.m. tonight, inshallah.
11 Houston time. No, come on, say 11 Nigerian time.
Yes. 11 Houston time. Yes. Not can you only CST, right?
CST time, correct.
CST, no, no one.
So inshallah, we'll see you all at 11 p.m. and there will be also some extra point that will be earned for those that are able to complete the activities on time, inshallah. And we'll have a little bit of just a test run at the beginning of the session to make sure everybody is, everybody can actually write, and make sure you don't want to, leave anybody behind, inshallah. So all of this, at 11 p.m. Let's try to come on time. Inshallah, we'll start on time. That's it from inshallah.
Somebody was asking in the chat the time, like 11 p.m.
11 p.m. Yes. Inshallah. Any other question? Let me check it.
And so for the person asking for the results, one more time, I will share my screen. Yeah. So here's the results from yesterday's challenge. So a lot of families are very, very close in points, and I really believe that if you were to participate in the Night of Power challenges, it can get you very, very.
The last one is 3, second to the last row. That's 3 something, not 2 something. I'm seeing 2 something there. The combination of the next cell under.
Mm-hmm.
That should be 3 something. Look at it well.
Yeah, it should be in the. It should be 3
and something.
It should be 10 points ahead of GFW.
Yeah, but I see 2 there, not 3, right? Am I seeing?
Yeah, you're right.
Correct.
Rama, just a question for you. I see that we have, mashallah, about 5-6 families really head on there. What the total point you expect from tonight, Night of Power? Are you looking in the order of like maximum points, maybe 20 point, 30 point, just to scale up this? What do you expect? Because I don't want to skew, the whole effort that people have been doing all over for the entire month of Ramadan.
I think it really does depend on the amount of points. Last time I just took the amount of points that they earned, and I just put it in. So if they earned 14 one day, I just put in 14, and the next day I put in 10. But if the points are like maybe 20, 30, 40 points, I might just cut it in half.
All right. So you want it to be in the same.
Doctor, let me answer that question quickly, so that we don't. So the answer to that question is very short. We've made every test, every challenge independent. So you, as the examiner, you tell us your scaling,
all right,
your skill, because everybody's contesting anyway. So she's helping us to collate all the results.
All right, okay.
We're not doing any grade point average or any scientific calculation or PPG point per.
Yeah.
So no, we're not doing that, right? We're just doing raw score. Whatever raw score you attribute to.
So if I put 200, or actually, what's the maximum here? Maximum point is 500, so that's good. So somebody can just turn it tonight, and I'm just kidding.
Well, what you've been doing, let's put it this way, to make it easy, what you've been doing so far is appropriate.
Exactly, I know. I'll keep the same.
So that way, you know, I understand where you're going now. It's not going to skew. So maybe today, if the difference in points is a lot, you can totally skew everything. So, but what you've been doing so far is good. There's the difference is between the points are not too much. Right. So let's keep it that way.
Sure. All right. So inshallah, I think that's it from my side.
All right. Dr. Abdurrashid, looks like we are done here from the Umrah challenge. Sorry, I said Umrah. It's Umrah challenge anyway. Umrah challenge, Ramadan challenge. People want to go to Umrah, inshallah. So Dr. Abdurrashid, we're done.
Anyway,
so
I'm
over to you.
Next, inshallah, session. So as a natural transition, inshallah, will be the anchor for the next part of the.
So you're the moderator for the next session.
That's right.